Hey, what's up? My name's Josh Ham. I'm a bass player, a musician, producer, excellent extraordinaire. So I'm involved pretty heavily with Church Planetshakers. We have a band and I play bass in that band, which is very exciting. It means I get to play on all the albums and I get to travel the world touring to all different countries and continents.
Josh, have you got some praise for God on your bass guitar tonight? Vamos ahora, Dios te guapo en esta noche. Come on and praise Him. Vamos ahora.
I grew up listening to bands like Rage Against the Machine or System of a Down, and then when I first heard Planetshakers, they were playing these big, heavy rock guitar riffs.
Somebody get your praise on!
And everything in me just went, wow, I'm so familiar with that, and I love that. Been playing in church all my life, and then all I did in school was play music as well. I wasn't crazy academic. I am smart, but I wasn't good at doing school stuff. I don't like homework, but I'm really good at practicing my instrument, practicing music. So the whole way through school, all I did was do music. And then out of school, I studied music in further education, and then I started teaching music, and through teaching music I met a guy who taught at the Planetshakers School of Creative Arts and ended up teaching at Planetshakers, and then through that started making connections and relationships and ended up on the road with the Planetshakers team, and here I am. I absolutely love finding new sounds. As a producer, that's kind of one of my jobs, to come up with new sounds and new ideas and things that nobody else has really thought of before. You know, they say that there's nothing new under the sun, but I don't believe that at all. I think that every single thing that we come up with is so unique and so special and so different that there's almost like nothing the same under the sun. You know, everything we come up with is so fresh and new and exciting. Hearing what other people are doing and where they're taking music and then interpreting that in my own way and being able to go, that's awesome that you're coming up with these great ideas. Okay, maybe I'll borrow some of those ideas and reshape them into this other idea. I love studying different jazz, harmony or classical to be able to expand my musical repertoire so that I could take an idea from somewhere so obscure and shape it in such a way that it becomes real for someone that would never otherwise listen to that kind of music. I also produce a lot with Planetshakers youth band Planet Boom. All of the Planet Boom music that's coming out is produced in this very room. I'm really passionate about everything that music means. I was always taught from a young age that music's never about how it sounds, but it's always about how it makes you feel. And there's a real power in music in the way that it connects people, but in the way that it moves people emotionally, and some would say spiritually. You'll notice in nightclubs and festivals and wherever else they're playing music, everybody's connected with the music. And they say that it's a universal language, and it's so right. There's this element in music that's just so real and so personal and so able to connect people together and unlock something that other mediums aren't able to do.
Over every temptation ever aimed against us, over sin and depression, over fear and sickness, over emptiness and loneliness, over silence and shame, over the potential that we're wasting, seeking acceptance and fame, over racism and hate, over violence and rage, over every substance we've ever taken, trying to avoid all the pain, over success and popularity, over pride and vanity, over every attempt we've ever made to try to escape our reality, over the search for identity, over the enemy of our destinies, over the lies from our past that will try to keep us from who we're called to be on, over everything the world will try to tell us to seek, over everything we're supposed to want or supposedly need, over money and possessions, there's a meant to sell out to, over the gods of our generation, there's a meant to bow down to, over every name and atmosphere, over culture and king, Jesus over everything.
I'm really inspired specifically to create music for the next generation of Christians. The music that they're listening to, a lot of it is real kind of raw and edgy and cutting edge. I love the idea of exploring that and going with that and going ahead of that so that the church is still cutting edge in that way. You know, we hear about how the church was the one that actually started medicine and started education and was the leading in all these different areas. Why not music as well? Originally, the church was the one that was pushing forward with music, you know, back in classical and Baroque era. There's no reason we can't be so cutting edge and so on the forefront even now. Things are constantly moving and changing and evolving and developing, and it's exciting to see where music is going. And I love the opportunity, I do love having the opportunity to be able to explore new music that's coming out and being able to equip myself and equip the people around me to be able to present this new music to a new generation of Christians as well. My name is Josh Ham and I'm excited to be a part of a new generation of music. Nice boy, that's it.